First thing you need to do is realize who sent you. Can I get a witness? See, if you sent yourself, you have to take care of yourself. But if God sent you, he'll make provisions. Can I get a witness? Oh, let me say that again. I felt somebody wanted to shout. I say, if God sent you, God will make provisions. God makes provisions for vision. We say that all the time, but what are we talking about? First of all, you ought to have a vision of where God is leading you in order to get provisions to be able to handle the journey. So we find Elisha has left where he was, on the run now, finds himself under a tree, and under this juniper tree, and under this tree he's got the "oh woe is me." You know, "oh woe is me." Somebody had their hands to their face, just like that movie Home Alone. Ah! Oh, y'all know what I'm talking about. And you had your hands to your face because you were having anxiety, because you thought what you were going through, you were all by yourself. But I want you to know something. A child of God don't never go through nothing all by himself. A child of God might be handicapped, but he don't have a handicapped life. A child of God might be without, but help is on the way. A child of God may not have it now, but I tell you, it's coming. That's if you're a bona fide child of God. So we find now that Elijah, under a juniper tree, is hungry. He wakes up and finds an angel has food on coals. Can I get a witness? And has, my Bible said, has a jar of water all ready for you. Now, Grandma used to say, God will supply your every need. Can I get a witness? But here we find in this situation, God knew he was famished for the journey he was about to get on, and he was thirsty. How do I know? Because the Bible said that the angel himself said, you need to eat, drink, because your journey is going to require for you to have something. Can I get a witness? I come to tell you today, if you are on a journey for the Lord, you ought not worry about provisions. Amen. Oh, somebody gonna get that in a minute. You ought not worry about provision. What is provision? You ought not be concerned about where you're going to eat, where you're going to sleep, how your bills going to get paid. You ought not be concerned about your health and welfare. You ought not be concerned about some job that wants to fire you and take your benefit. You ought not be concerned about a gold watch after 45 years. You ought not be concerned about the mayor's health care package. You ought not be concerned about sometimes if the health and security policy does not pass in Congress, because God's got you. Oh, let me say it from this side. God's got you. You ought to be able to tell yourself, I don't care what happens, God still got me. Why? Because I'm working on his behalf. But when you're working for God, some of us don't realize we don't like what God is paying us. Share the truth now. Even though the Bible said, preacher, whatsoever right, I'll pay. Whatsoever right, I'll pay. We don't like our situation. Elijah said, Lord, I don't like the fact, and the reason I'm running is simply because all the prophets have been slaughtered. There's murder in the land, and I'm the only one left. I'm upset. And I'm afraid now, because I find myself in a situation, if I don't run, they're liable to kill me. Can I get a witness? Y'all don't mind if I bring it to Cleveland, do you? Many of us don't do what we ought to do because we scared. Come on now. I say because we scared. We about to close 18 schools. I dare 50 men. I'm not talking about 50 Muslims. I'm not talking about 50 just any kind of man. Because see, the Muslims, you can say what you want. They do go out and rally and get the job done. You can say what you want to about them. But I'm talking about, give me 50 Christian men that have power and authority, that know what it's like to be a daddy, to step up in a schoolhouse and say, we're not going to have not now of a child not graduate. Give me 50 men that'll step on a street corner and say, you're not selling dope in this neighborhood, not no more. Give me 50 men that'll go out to the homeless shelter and say, look here, brother, you can stay in one of my rooms until you get on your feet. Give me 50 men. We have gotten afraid of the environment we live in. When God said, lo, if you go, I'll always be with you. God don't show up without power.
Amen, Lord.
God shows up with power. But many of us, we're afraid. Oh, let me bring it from Cleveland to our house. Many of us are afraid of our own children.
Right now.
Come on now. We used to prophesy to our children. Baby, you need to quit that. You keep on going the way you're going, somebody going to shoot you. You need to quit talking like that. Somebody will slap your face. Baby, you need to stop skipping school. After a while, somebody going to put you in jail. You need to quit still. We don't say that now.
No.
We're hoarding the robbers because they're paying the bill. Don't let them sell dope in your house. We're afraid to talk with and to deal with our children. Why? Because of what they're going to say. Many of our children are bigger than us now.
My God.
I had a little mama that'll stand up on my feet and point her finger in my face and say, I said how the kitchen done by a certain time. Come on. See, if you're afraid in your house, you're going to be afraid in your streets. If you're afraid in your streets, you're afraid in your community. If you're afraid in your community, you're going to be afraid in your job. It's time we have Christians that speak up more than just in service. Never forget, I worked a job and the boss wanted me to be his henchman. Whenever he wanted to fire somebody, he'd tell me, now I need you here at 6 o'clock in the morning before they, get ready to come to work. I want you to take this pink slip and hand it to him. Because he didn't have the audacity in their face to say you could no longer work here. You don't hear me. Well, first of all, my name was not Thompson Insurance Agency. You don't hear me. My job description said insurance representative. It didn't say boss nor manager. Amen. And I love that job. It had an office overlooking the lake. I love that job. I can come and go like I wanted to. I love that job. It afforded me a nice automobile and a nice little apartment to stay. I love that job. Boss talked nice to me and we'd go to lunch for 2 hours something. I love that job. Y'all don't hear me. So when they come to me and say, I need you to fire, Joe, Joseph, I need you to go fire him. Mary, she on her way, secretary, she on her way, I need you to go fire her. I somehow in my spirit knew it wasn't right. You don't hear me. It wasn't right because first of all, if something wrong with it, you ought to confront it yourself. Oh, come on now. See, many of us are trying to handle wrong situations for somebody. Oh, come on now. When if God didn't tell you, you ought not do it. Now, I didn't get all pompous and say, I'm not led to go fire your folk. I wanted my job. But I did tell him I can't do this. I didn't tell him it's not within my job description. I told him I don't feel good in my spirit about this. He said, well, it's obvious you don't like working here either. Now, I just told you I like that job. I just told you I like the view of the lake. I like the money, the apartment, and the car go with it. And I swallowed. It seemed like that swallow was a long swallow. And I said to him, I can't do it. He said, do I detest a little coward in your spirit? I said, tell you what, make it Thompson and Eppinger. And I don't only deliver the pink slip, I'll bring them in and tell them why they need to be fired. You don't hear what I'm saying. He let me alone and went on about his business. Can I get a witness? See, you got to understand something. When you're trying to stand right, even on a job, God will speak for you if you got enough Jesus in you. Our problem, we don't have enough Jesus in us. So when we get in places where we're unfamiliar territory and we're trying to keep our job, we're trying to keep some money, we'll do anything just to stay somewhere.
I know you're right, Pastor. No way.
Y'all not prostitute the gospel like that. If you're going to be right up in here and say the right things up in here, you ought to say the right things up in there.